Thank you for joining the Rhode Island Department of Health fee module training. I would like to introduce myself. My name is Melissa Wilson. I work at the Rhode Island Department of Health Center for Vital Records. I also would like to introduce my colleague, T. Chowdhury, the training instructor for the new fee module. So we have a question here. What will I do in the new fee module? For one, you will request new user enrollments, and we'll go over that new process. You will issue electronic and paper records. Electronic records you should be comfortable with doing, but the new paper records we'll go over with you later on in this training. We'll track the DCN, also known as security paper or banknote paper. You'll exchange records, process refunds, void transactions, and approve funeral home disinterment requests. You also now have the ability to print some reports from the new fee module. So here, this is our new welcome page for the Rivers system. As you can see here, it says, Welcome to the Rhode Island Department of Health. And right below that, there's a link for a login to Rivers. We'll go over that shortly. Below that, we also have forgot password. So we're going to click on this link here and show you what this looks like. So if you forget your password now, you have the ability to enter your username right here. And then below that, you have the ability to enter your email. Once you've entered your username and your email address, you would click reset password. At this point, the system will generate a new temporary password that will be emailed directly to your account. To the left of this screen, you have the Rhode Island Vital Records office hours. Our office hours on Monday through Friday from 7:30 to 3:30. Contacting the Rhode Island Department of Health, please visit the website. This is a hyperlink that will direct you to our website with important updates, training guides, and informational materials. If you click the link to the right here, clicking the following link, Rhode Island Rivers Issues, you will be directed to an email. This email will go directly to our vendor and the Rhode Island Department of Health. You would enter in the subject any issues you are having, and you would describe those issues within the body of the email. We also have a phone number where you can reach assistance 24/7 as well. Below the contact information, we now have the new user enrollment form. So if you click that form, you are now at that screen.
So when you see this reverse user enrollment form, you need to select type of user from this dropdown. When you click this dropdown, you'll see all the available options. Now I'm going to show you how to create a reverse user enrollment form. We need to click on City Town Office Users. As you can see, this red asterisk sign, that means those fields are mandatory. We will have to enter this information. We need to enter City Town Office user first name and the last name. We need to select City Town Office location to click on this drop down, and you can see all the city and town here. I'm going to select Barrington Town Clerk for now. We need to enter telephone numbers, email address. Email address is double data entry. You have to enter your email twice. Okay. As you can see, when you select your location, your address will be auto-populated. If the mailing address information of office is different than the original one, you can uncheck this one and enter the new address. If you want to keep it same, you need to check this mark, checkbox. Scroll down a little bit. You can see by typing your name in the following field, you are acknowledging that you and your facility will adhere to the procedures stated in the user agreement. Furthermore, it is a felony to falsify information on this document. The penalty for knowingly making a false statement on this form for acknowledging a form which contains a false statement is 2 to 10 years imprisonment and a fine up to $10,000. Health and Safety Code, Chapter 195, Section 195.003. After this user agreement, you need to sign your name, the first name, and the last name. After that, you need to click on Submit button. When you click Submit, you'll get this pop-up which will say your enrollment form has been submitted successfully. Would you like to print enrollment form? If you want to print it, yes. You can see this form of PDF version of this form. You can keep it, or you can save it to your system, or you can print it. I'm going to show you how to log in the Reverse system. User can use any browser to get access in the new Reverse system. To log in, we need to click on Login to Reverse. Here you need to read the user agreement, terms and condition. Click Yes. You have to enter your username and password. And click Login. You have to select your location. Click OK. Now I'm going to show you how to keep updated your profile. To update your profile, you need to click on Tools, Utilities, and select Update Profile. In this Update Profile page, you can see your location and all the information. If you want to change your method of contact, you can click on this drop down and you can select any of fax, mail, or phone. So when you receive your username and password by your email, you will also get a user PIN. Which one is most important to remember, because you will need this PIN for refund, exchange, for a transaction, for a DCN paper, or no fee. If you forget your PIN, you can click on this checkbox, generate new PIN, and click OK. Then you'll receive your new PIN in your email. I'm going to show you how you need to use user parameters. To use the user parameters, click Tools, Utilities, Tools, Utilities, and click User Parameters. From user parameters, you can change your text color, background color, or on focus. To change the color, you need to click on text box. You'll see your color. You need to select this color and click on this rainbow button. Now I'm going to show you how to create a request for counter. You'll get function, click fee registration. You can see new request, search transaction, starting cash. To create a new request, you need to click on new request button. It will navigate to new request page. Here you can see all the text boxes grayed out. To make it editable, you need to click this new image button from the left corner, or you can select record and click on new. You need to select the request type. We select counter to enter the requester first name, the last name. As it is counter request, we don't need to request their information, we can select no return address provided checkbox. From identity information, we can select the ID, enter the ID number. To save this request, we need to click on the Save Request button. You'll see request saved successfully. Click OK. Now I'm going to show you how to add transaction with this request. To add transaction from transaction information panel, we need to click on Add New. We need to select the transaction category. We have birth, death, fetal death, and marriage. Select that. From transaction type, we select death certificate, request a relationship, funeral home of record, transaction record reasons would be a record. Let's say we received 5 copies request from funeral home. As you can see, our cost is grayed out now. If you click anywhere in this screen or enter a tab button from your keyboard, the address will be auto-populated. We need to select department. If you receive any document with this request, you can click on upload document, enter the document type, issued, document number, enter the date, and click on upload. Here you can see to choose file. You need to select this which document you want to upload and click on this upload button. File uploaded successfully, click OK. From that requested register information, you can see in enter register first name, middle name, last name, or any other information you have. The only mandatory field is date of death. After entering all the information, and to click on save. You'll see transaction saved successfully. Click OK. You can see there's 5 copies of death certificate here. The amount, the first one is $22, others $18, because those are additional copies. And you can see the status is searchable. To find assign a record with this, you need to highlight the record and click on Find Record button. From here, you need to click on Search. You can see multiple records you have for the same day. You need to choose the record you want to assign and click Assign button. Record assigned successfully. OK. The status is changed from payment pending. You take the payment, scroll down. From payment information panel, going to click on Add New. Select the payment type, cash, amount received. You can see the balance due is $94. I click total done. Payment saved successfully. Click OK. Now you can see status is changed, ready to print. To print the certificate, we need to highlight this record and click on Print button from Transaction Information panel. Do you want to print all copies? Yes. Transaction updated successfully. OK. Please confirm DCN number. By saying of DCN number, you can find the DCN number from your banknote paper from the left-hand corners. This is the document control number. You need to make sure with the free registration, the certificate you just printed. Click Auto. Security paper DCN added successfully. All transactions are completed for this request. Do you wish to complete this request? Yes. Request completed successfully. Click OK. Now I'm going to show you how to how to create a request for mail request and issue it from paper. To do that, click on New button from the left corner Select request type, mail, enter the first name, enter the address, the first two letters of the state name, thus the name will be auto-populated. Enter the city and town name, the zip code. As you can see, it's suggesting that address validation, the zip code I entered is different than that. If you want to keep the original address you entered, you can click on keep original, or if you can select this address from address validation, click select button. It will change the zip code and other information as well. To enter the identity information, select the ID, enter the ID number. Click on save request. Request saved successfully. Click OK. From transaction information panel, I'm going to click on add new.
So here we're going to enter for the category of birth record. So we're going to select birth, the transaction type. We're going to click birth certificate, transaction relation, the relationship to the record. We're going to click self. Transaction reason, we're just going to say for records. The quantity we will list today will be 1. I'm going to tab out, and the cost now is $25. The department assigned is one location, so we're going to click that. And right below department assigned, you can see that issued from paper is checked and grayed out. And it's that way because the system realizes it doesn't have data for birth. So in this scenario, you would need to go to the original River system, print the record, and then you would come back to this system to capture the data again and collect the DCN. So what we would do in real life, we would enter the registrant's first name, the registrant's last name, and the date of birth. So right now for test, we're going to enter the date of birth because it's the mandatory field in this function. We're going to click save. Transaction saved successfully, so we're going to click OK. And as you can see, the status is payment pending. We're going to add the payment. We're going to do cashier's check for this purpose. The total amount due, as you can see below, the balance says $25, so we're going to enter $25 here for amount received. We're going to enter the check number and reference date of today. We're going to click the total done button. Payment saved successfully. You want to click OK. Now, if you go up a little bit, you can see the status now is printed. The only thing left to do to complete this transaction is enter the DCN number, because at this point, the record isn't electronic. In June of 2022, birth will be added to this new system. So in the meantime, you will have to go into the two systems. So we're going to add DCN right now. Enter DCN. And we're going to enter the number. Now we're in a test environment. So the DCN number or banknote paper number has a QA. When we go live, the security paper number will be the 7 digits that is listed on the security paper right there. That will be the number you enter without the QA. So we're going to click save here. The security paper was added successfully. So we're going to click OK. And now the transaction is complete. So we're going to say yes. We're going to add new, and we're going to, in this scenario, issue a death certificate from legacy or from paper. We're just going to enter the requester information, add the ID information here as well. Save this transaction. At this point, it should feel very similar to the original river system. We're going to add new, and we're going to enter the death button. For transaction type, we're going to click death certificate. Relationship, you can say spouse of registrant. Reason, we're going to hit records. The quantity is 1. We're going to tab out, and the cost will automatically populate there. We're going to assign a department. And in this scenario, you would have to actually print the certificate from paper. So you would have already gone to the books, printed a copy of the death certificate, and you're back at your PC now, and we need to click this button here, issue from paper. We would enter the registrant's first name, last name, and we would also enter the registrant's date of death. The date of death is the only mandatory field. So we're going to click save here. Transaction saved successfully. We're going to click OK. Now we need to add the payment. I'm going to click credit card here. Enter the total of $22 balance due. And now we need to click total done. Payment saved successfully. And if you go up, the status is now changed to printed, and we need to now add the DCN number. Let's just say, hypothetically speaking, in this scenario, we accidentally hit the wrong state number. We click save, and this pop-up message appears. Security paper DCN already used. There's another code that could say DCN does not exist. So we're going to re-enter the correct DCN number at this point. Click save. Security paper DCN added successfully. So we're going to click OK. All transactions are complete. Do you wish to complete this transaction? We're going to click yes here. Request completed successfully. We're going to click OK. So now we're going to move over to the exchange process.
To exchange a certificate, you need to click on Fee, Function, and Fee Registration. Here you can see the Search Transaction button. Click Search Transaction. From this Search Transaction page, request status, select Complete, or you can select Incomplete or Suspended one as well. From Request Begin Date, enter the date and click on Search. You can see all the requests made for the day. To exchange the certificate, you need to select this record and click on Go to Request. From the work queue, from the right corner, when you select this record, you can see everything is auto-populated. The status is completed, and the DCN number already added 1301. To exchange this one, we need to highlight this record and click on Print. Reprint will void the previously printed copy. Do you wish to proceed? Click yes. It will ask you for supervisor PIN. Enter the reason, select Other, and write Exchange. Click OK. Transaction updated successfully. OK. Please confirm the document control number QA368. Auto. Security paper DCN added successfully. Okay. As you can see, it's generated a new DCN and it's void the other DCN as well. Now I'm going to show you how to process a same day refund and void the DCN. Just select complete and click on search, select the record, highlight this record and click on select records button. From here, you can highlight this record, you can see the DCN as well. You need to click on void. Do you want to void this copy? Yes. Enter this supervisor pin, enter the reason, and click OK. Record voided successfully. Click OK. To make a refund for this one, you just voided the DCN number. To void, click record and click on open button. It will ask you, do you want to open this request? Yes. It will ask you supervisor pin again. Enter the pin and reason, click OK. Request opened successfully. OK. From here, transaction information panel, you need to click on add new to select the transaction type, which is death certificate, transaction category death, transaction type, we need to select adjustment to make a refund. From adjustment transaction, we need to select death certificate, transaction reason, other, enter the reason, refund, and from the cost, you need to enter the money you want to refund. So $22. Ask your supervisor pin again. Click OK. Then save button. Transaction saved successfully. Click OK. Do you want a refund of balance amount? Yes. Payment saved successfully. OK. You can see it's voided the transaction, voided the DCN, and also make a refund. Date adjustment $22. The credit refund. I'm going to show you how to void not issued DCN paper or banknote paper. That we need to click on tools and select paper void. And scroll down from paper inventory void. You need to click on search. Here you can see all your DCN number assigned to your location. And if from here you can paper issued, if you say yes, that means you already issued this paper. Then scroll down. You can click next page by clicking this button. You can see all the DCN. Let's say when you receive your banknote paper, two of them was water damage, or you just mistakenly print something else on your banknote paper. To void this number, you need to select this checkbox, click on this void button. It will ask you, do you wish to void selected records? Yes. Your supervisor need to enter the number, enter the reason, security paper damage, and click on OK. Record voided successfully. OK. In the fee module, we have multiple reports. To generate these reports, you need to click on reports button from the top and you can select all the reports. We have total revenue reports. You can select, enter the date range. The location will be selected. You can generate this report Excel or PDF. To generate this report in PDF, select this radio button and click on generate. Here you can see total revenue report. from this counter request, and the bottom will be the mail. We have another one, record issued by issuance type report. The date range, select the record you want to report format, and click on generate. Here you can see additional year search fee, adjustment, birth certificate counter, birth certificate mail, how much money you made, everything will be here. Now I'm going to show you if you receive any disinterment request from funeral home, how you're going to accept this approval or reject this. To see this request from fetal death or death, you need to select the module and click on function and generate the disinterment. You can see generate the disinterment permit request, disinterment print queue, switch location or exit application. To see all the request, you need to click on disinterment permit request. When you receive any request from funeral home, all the requests will be in unresolved work queue dropdown. When you click here, you can see all the records. The first you can see is state file number, date of event, and the person name. Select this one. From disinterment permit request review page, you can see all the information. Click on Go button. In this page, you can see if you click on this red image button here, you can see the original value. The place of disposition city was Barrington, now it's Providence. If you want to see any record attached with this request, you can click on Process, View Correction and Supporting Documents. From here you can see all the old data and the new data as well. If they attach any documents with this request, you will see these documents in the bottom of this page. To accept this request, you need to click on Process and accept it. Do you wish to accept this record? Yes. Disinterment permit request accepted successfully. Click OK. To print this permit, you need to click on Function and Disinterment permit print queue. From here, permit filter will be disinterment permit. You can select all previously not printed, or if you want to print by state file number, you need to select the state radio button and enter the state file number and state file number form to state file number 2. I'm going to select all previously not printed one and click on submit. From here, you can see all the requests you accepted and which one is not printed. It will be unprinted. You need to see the state file number, the person name, and date of death. Highlight this record. You can see all the information in the bottom. Click on print. Record successfully marked to indicate that the permit copy has printed. The document will now load as PDF document. Okay. You can see the PDF version. You can save it to your PC or you can print it to give it to the requester or funeral home.